It was a fresh, cloudy day on the island of Sodor. Thomas the tank engine was taking a consist of trucks and vans to be unloaded at Tidmouth Station, but unfortunately he was stopped by a red signal. "Oh, bother that signal," Thomas said crossly. "If it doesn't turn green soon, I'll be late." Suddenly, he heard a familiar whistle. Gordon! Thomas peeped his whistle, and Gordon rolled his eyes. Wow, he is quite fast. But not as fast as I am. And Thomas pumped his pistons and chased after Gordon. Eventually, Gordon arrived at Tidmouth Station, and Thomas following closely behind. Gordon, Thomas needed a moment to catch his breath. "What's wrong, little Thomas? Can't keep up with mainline engines like me?" "Oh, I suggest you stick to your branch line," Gordon said pompously. "Nonsense," said Thomas. "And anyways, I have a proposition for you, Gordon." "Oh, all right. But make it quick. This train departs in 2 minutes. Thomas's eyes lit up. "Well, I was wondering if you wanted to race me." Gordon burst out laughing. "You race me? Bah ha 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 ha." Gordon laughed heartily. Thomas was red in the face due to embarrassment. Is this some sort of joke?" Gordon laughed. "No, this isn't a joke, Gordon. I'm serious." "Oh, well, if you're serious, then of course I'll race you." "Really?" "No. Why would I, the biggest, fastest, and strongest engine on Sodor, waste my time on a little shunter like you?" "Because I may surprise you," Thomas said proudly. "Yes, of course," Gordon said sarcastically. "Oh, I see." "Oh, really? What is there to see?" Gordon asked. "I see that you're too scared to race me." "What?" Gordon spluttered. "You're afraid of losing a race to a tank engine," Thomas said cheekily. "Why, I never." "Well, if you're really not a coward, then why don't you accept my challenge?" "You know what? Fine. But this is all just a big waste of my time." The guard blew his whistle, and Gordon immediately puffed away. "All right then. I expect to see you at Knapford tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. Unless you're too scared. Pah! I'll be there all right." Later that night, Gordon backed into the sheds. "Where have you been?" Henry asked impatiently. "We've been waiting for you for 12 minutes now." "I was held up," replied Gordon. "Held up? Held up with what?" Just then, Thomas passed by. "Don't forget about tomorrow, Gordon." Gordon sighed. "You mind explaining what's going on?" asked Henry. Gordon recounted what Thomas said to Henry and James. "You're serious? Thomas wants to race you?" "Apparently so. He really has lost it. I know." "That's what I said, but he still persisted." "Well, are you going to race him?" Henry asked. "I guess I have to, in order to get him to stop asking these sorts of silly questions." "Well, we'll be there," said James. "Oh, don't bother. We already know the outcome of this. Race." The next day, Gordon woke up and the thought of racing Thomas lingered as a mere afterthought in his smoke box. "Hello, Gordon. I see you didn't forget. I'm honestly surprised. I thought that old age would for sure impair your memory." "Oh, be quiet. You're lucky I even agreed to this." "Thomas, you know we mustn't do this." "Yes, I do agree, Clarabelle. What if we get into an accident?" "Oh, don't worry, girls. I'm a very experienced racer." Thomas focused all his senses intently on the guard, waiting, watching for when he would blow his whistle. "Now," Thomas yelled. He threw his throttle open and shot off, with Gordon following close behind. I'm ahead. I'm ahead, Thomas peeped. You're going to have to try harder than that to beat me. Gordon groaned and began to catch up to Thomas. Whoop! What? No, no, no. Thomas pushed himself as fast as he could, the pressure in his valves dangerously increasing. Oh, must! Keep going. Suddenly, Thomas heard a loud mechanical snap coming from deep within him. Then smoke and embers began pouring out of his funnel and undercarriage. Thomas was terrified, and he slowly began to pass Gordon. What? No, this isn't happening. Gordon! Help! Thomas yelped. Gordon realized that Thomas was going too fast and would either seriously injure himself or anyone else. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't worry, Thomas. I'm going to couple up behind you and slow you down. Please hurry. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Gordon applied his brakes, slowing Thomas down as they barreled towards Knapford. Stop! Stop! They stopped, just in the nick of time. Thomas? Gordon panted. Are you all right? Thomas just kept trying to catch his breath. Then suddenly, Gordon saw the fat controller crossly walking towards them. What is this? Boomed the fat controller. I've been getting emergency calls about 2 blue engines racing down the main line at tremendous speeds. Thomas and Gordon looked down ashamedly. We know, sir. We're sorry, sir. Well, Gordon, you are to take Thomas to be repaired, and you will be relegated to pulling slow goods for 2 weeks. Your actions single-handedly put people's lives at risk. Now go. And so Thomas and Gordon left their coaches at the station and puffed to get Thomas repaired. Gordon? Yes? I'm sorry I called you a coward. I apologize as well. Maybe it doesn't matter who's the fastest or the strongest or the best, even though it's clearly me. What I mean to say is that instead of trying to be better than each other, we should try to help each other in any way we can. I agree, Gordon, but couldn't you have taken me on a flatbed? My wheels are in agony.